the Spanish Caravan, the special edition of the Radio Air podcast channel. At the mic, please welcome the host, Javier Teruel Miron.
Sziasztok, hi everyone, this is Javier, I'm from Spain and I would like to invite you in this project created by Er Hangja Association and the European Solidarity Corps. So welcome to the Spanish Caravan, a special podcast series in which we will talk about Sacueni and the Bihor County and all the things that we can do in this amazing area, what we can visit, curiosities, its locals, sometimes interesting to see or sometimes attractive for promoting the tourism here. But I won't be alone. I will have some guests in each podcast episode and we will talk about Bihor County to know better this incredible part of Romania. But today, in our first episode, I would like to tell you my first impression that I had when I have arrived 2 weeks ago. So let me introduce you our first guest in the first episode of the Spanish Caravan. He's Pepe. Pepe is Spanish too, and he's also an European volunteer in Er Hangja Association like me. He has a degree of tourism, so I'm so much interested about his first impression of Sacueni like an expert in tourism. For the first episode, maybe he's the best guest that we could have. So welcome to the Spanish Caravan, Pepe. How are you?
Hello. Sziasztok. It's Pepe here. And thank you very much for having me, Javi.
Thank you, Pepe, for being here. I would like to talk about with your first impression here. We are living here around 2 weeks ago, more or less. So I know that we don't know a lot of things, but what do you think about Sacueni? Do you like it?
I love it. I totally love it. And first week, of course, it was something new. We arrived here. We started discovering our place where we will live. So it's this period of adaptation. But then, when time passed, I started realizing that life here is not really different compared to the life in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
As we also discussed, it's pretty similar. It's a small village, not many people living here, a simple life. People is taking it easy.
Yeah.
And totally, it's like living in my hometown, but in a different part of the world.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy and really excited to discover more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what do you like the most at the first moment?
What I like the most is that it's not overcrowded, and as a touristic destination, that's really good because we are used to go to the same destinations where everyone goes, and here I think it's in an early stage, in an early phase of as a tourist destination, and I would say it's the best time to visit a new destination.
Yeah. Like an expert of tourism, what could be the potential touristic interest in here in Sacueni or in the Bihor County?
Yeah, as I said before, it's more like I said before. It's a tourist destination which is just starting because there's not much developed. But I think there's a lot of opportunities and attractions, especially related with agrotourism, for example, food tourism. There are many good products from here. They produce wine, they have honey, they have cheeses as well, I think.
Maybe the tulip field, no?
The lavender field also is really beautiful when it's blooming, when the flowers are blooming. And as I was saying before as well, for those tourists that don't really like to go to mainstream destinations, I think this is the perfect place. Also, as it's not really developed, it's more like an adventure. It's not like going in a scheduled tour with everything planned, the transportation, the accommodation, what to see. You go 5 minutes to this square, then you go to this building. Here is more about to discover by yourself.
Yeah. And also the forest is incredible. You could have a lot of things to do, like sport things or something like that, because the forest is super nice. In Spain, there are not so many green like here, no?
Yeah, in our area, we come from the southern region of Spain. Everything is much less green.
Yeah.
Here there are plenty of natural attractions, and also there are many lakes, which I'm planning to discover. Also, fishing is really good here, so that's something that could attract a lot of people.
Yeah. And what do you think it could be the worst of this place?
The worst thing?
You have to be honest.
Yeah, being honest, well, I would say for youngsters, for youth people, there's not plenty of things to do. It's this early stage of a tourist destination. There's not many events, places to go to drink and have a party and stuff like that. So it's good maybe for when you are looking for relax yourself and to spend some days chilling.
Yeah.
But for youth people, I think there's a lack of things to do.
Yeah, there are not too much. There are no bars or parties or I don't know. So yeah, I agree with you because yeah, there are a lot of good places, but no so many things to do. So I agree, but we can change that.
Yeah,
and
we will.
Or no? Yeah,
We will. We will try to organize some events, so you have to come, guys. Whoever is listening to this, you have to come.
When I visit some place, I love seeing its monuments, and in Sacueni there are a lot. I think there are 3 different churches, for example. I don't know. What do you think about this attractive, like architecture or something to see, or what do you think?
Yeah, the architecture is really interesting, especially coming from a different country. For example, from Spain, the churches and the buildings that I'm used to see there are really different compared to this. For example, the Catholic Church, the tower has a really different shape and structure compared to a normal church in Spain. So yeah, if you're looking for something different, exotic, I would say it's good. Yeah, they look really good.
The Catholic Church, it has a lot of things more or less similar in Spain, but it's true that there are also differences. And yeah, I think that it's for foreign, I think that it's a good place to see because there are difference, and like people foreign, I think that also it's the architecture in the house, because this house or this kind of house, there are no the same in Spain, for example, or in another places in Europe, I think. So I like a lot. For me, it's a good. I think that it could be a good monument or attractive in tourism, because for me, I think that it's so different, and I like a lot.
Yeah, even not only the churches or the big buildings. We were walking the other day around next to the Reformist church, Reformed church, and we were just standing at the houses, looking at the shapes, the colors. It looks really beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
And also when we went a bit far away from the town, so we were walking around the town, and we saw some wooden houses with a really beautiful door and entrance. And just walking around, it can be pretty interesting and fun.
Yeah, I think so. So what are you thinking about in these first weeks for promote this area? What is your research about?
Yeah, so my objective here, or my task here with the volunteer service, is to promote the town like Javi, but making videos and editing them and also posting them on social media. So guys, check out our Instagram account that will be soon open.
And Facebook.
And Facebook as well. So I have already some things planned. For example, one video will be about the buildings and churches and everything. Also, I want to share the fishing here, which I saw is really good. And as I love food, I love eating, I love trying every dish from everywhere. One episode of the Instagram TV videos that I will upload will be also about food. So yeah, for example, last week I tried a langosh, fresh made out of the oven. It was amazing. So I have to share that with you guys. So yes, and yeah, also there are really nice places to hike. There's a really good place to go and see the sunset. So in the next weeks, everything will be uploaded. You will be able to see everything.
Okay. So you one of the things that excited me, it could be the streets, because I think they are very wide and they have a lot of green zones, and I like that a lot. Sacueni looks like a little bit town, because of the streets are not asphalt. So I think for me it's so choking, but it's also nice because you have the sensation that you are in the forest, and I think that it's a nice topic to show in, I don't know, in Instagram or something like that, because you are in the town but you have the sensation that you are in the forest, so it could be an attractive too.
Yeah, that's really good, because many cities really lack, really don't have many green spaces, and that's something that it's you need a city with some green parks, some green areas to just sit and relax from the everyday life and the busy activity in the city. So yeah, that's something that should be shown, and also shouldn't disappear as this destination grows.
Yeah, a part of the Instagram account that you have working in to promote and to create the first one. What is your task here in Er Hangja and to promote this one? A part of taking videos, you can go. I don't know. What do you want to do? A part of these principal things.
So besides promoting the tourism by uploading videos on social media, we have also to help the community, and as we are volunteers, I'd like to help whenever help is needed. I'd like to help, because also that's a bit selfish, as I would like to help whenever help is needed, and it's not only because I want to help people. It's also a bit selfish, because when you help locals doing some activities, preparing food, carrying stuff from one place to another, it's also a way to learn and to experience directly the life here.
Yeah.
And that's also my personal objective, to learn as much as I can from Sacueni.
Yeah, it's super nice that you say. Also, what about people? Do you know something? Do you have time to know people, and what about them?
It's been only 2 weeks, but still we met really nice people. From the people here in the studio, they are all really helpful and wanting to talk and to learn things about our country, for example. From these people to our neighbors, we made a really good friend. Polly, he's an old neighbor from the place we live. Super good. Even if we don't understand each other so much, still, I think there's good people everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. Even if it's a different language, a different culture, you can find really good people. We also met some youth people in our favorite bar here.
Yeah.
And I think we will make good friends.
Also, people, locals, I talk about at the beginning of the episode, that local, it's also an attractive in tourists, because if people has a kind with you or with tourists, I think that it's a good thing to promote, because good people are always interesting to know and to show his place or them place. So I think that it's a good way to promote the people who lives here, because I think the same. I know not too much people, but all people that I can be the opportunity to know a little bit, I think that they are really good people and really good, nice place to be here. So I think so.
Even at the shops, supermarkets, restaurants, everyone is really helpful. Even if they don't understand you much, they want to help. We met also people who speak English. We met people who surprisingly speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And yes, that's really attractive for tourists. Everyone who come and can see happy faces and people trying to help you. It's more, it's like an authentic experience.
Yeah.
It's another way to learn and to experience the town by the people.
Yeah, totally.
And that's something also that should be taken care of, because when tourist destinations start to be really crowded and become like a product, also the people, this authenticity get lost. Becomes like a product. It's not real. It becomes fake, and that's something that should be really taken care of.
Yeah, it's true. So, could you find anything similar with Spain? It's a bit difficult, this question, but
Yeah, totally. Like as I said before, it feels like being in my hometown.
Yeah, but yeah.
You mean the food or
Yeah, something similar, because if you live in a little town, it's normal that there are some similar, but...
Yeah, similarities. Of course, when you enter to a shop, you say good morning. You see your neighbor, you say goodbye.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in big cities.
Yeah.
And there's gossiping, there's... young people look for fast food, for example. There are plenty of pizza, kebab, gyros places. It's of course different. It's a different country and plenty of differences. But in the end, I think all the people looks for the same things. Looks to be happy, to be... So, yeah.
It's authentic, no?
Yeah.
So... what are your expectations here in these 4 months we will spend here?
My objective is to get to show the really good things of this area to as many people as I can through social media. That's my professional objective, let's say, if we think about the project and the volunteer service. And my personal objective is to learn as much as I can from this area, to make as many friends as I can, and to try all the food.
Yeah.
I want to try every recipe.
And do a lot of sport.
Yeah, to burn the excess calories.
Yeah. We are talking about that young people have not too much to do, but there are a party lake. I think all people talk about that. You have the opportunity to go, or when is this party?
Yeah, actually, we wanted to go since we arrived, but it's twice every 2 weeks. Last week it was supposed to be held, but it wasn't, so we were really sad. But hopefully tomorrow we'll go. Tomorrow Saturday, and we'll check out. Yeah, as it seems, there were not many parties, and someone started organizing this lake party. And as youth people from the studio and other people that we met told us, it's a really fun party. So we will check it out. Yeah. We will see.
So you have a good research about a good investigation about the party.
Yeah, of course. I asked everyone about the party.
So okay, we will see how is this part, and you can here again. You come back to talk about your experience.
Yeah, we'll go to the party just for work. It's just research to see how the party is.
Yeah.
We are not looking for having fun. It's just work.
Okay, I understand. So that's all. We have more time. Thank you all for listening to the first episode of the Spanish Caravan. Thanks, Pepe, to join me.
Thank you.
I think you will come back in another episode. We talk about that.
I hope so.
So this podcast will be available on Spotify, YouTube, and all platforms that Radio Air has. So subscribe, follow Radio Air on Facebook, on Instagram. We will announce there the publishing of the next episode. Follow also Touristic Sacueni on Facebook, and we are working in the Instagram account. So very soon you will be able to follow us on Instagram. So this is the end. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you, Pepe, again. I'm Javier, and I'll be waiting for you in 2 weeks for the next episode. So thank you, and sziasztok.
Sziasztok. Köszönöm. Bye-bye.